Welcome. To what episode is this? Episode five, right?
Wow.
Hi guys.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, right? How y'all doing? Welcome to another self-care Sunday with Tara and Bella. And today we have our girl Mugs. Mugs in the building.
Hi.
So
pretty,
Mugs. Girl, you should see this babe skin is like glass right now. I'm just like, fairy girl. Yes, for those of you who are only going to be listening to this and not watching it, you're missing beauty.
Like
You're
such-
missing beauty. Such a cutie, man.
Thank you.
But yeah, guys, we're so happy to have our girl Murga here. And we're really, really excited about what we're going to be talking about today, as always. We always, like we said before, we try to talk about self-care from deep, different aspects. So today's topic is rest versus hustle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
And
interesting one.
yes, and it's really, really cool because Mergs wears different hats. One of my favorite hats being your chef hat. She's a chef. No, you know what? I want you to tell the people who you are.
Okay.
Yeah, just introduce
So
yourself.
the question gets to me.
Somehow.
Yeah, like, who am I? All of a sudden, everything that you are just leaves your head. But I'm going to start. I'm Moga. I'm a chef, project manager, event manager, double a lot of management, I would say. 'Cause
Right.
I like to put things in order and put people on and make things come through. I
Make
can
things
make your
happen.
dreams come true. So, yeah, that's kind of
Okay.
person I am. So yeah, but like you said, chefing and management combined together, then I would say taking care of my family people too. That can be part of it.
I love it.
It puts me.
about that tradition. Being a first daughter.
Yes, I am.
That's what to give. It's like on the resume.
I am the first.
That's
So
a game.
I have to take care of them, and it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But I enjoy it.
Good girl, let's ease into it. But cheers.
Cheers.
to having you on here.
Yes, I'm happy.
See, how you feeling? How you feeling, girl? I'm good. Why did you answer me that way? What
Don't mind me.
I'm good.
It's actually funny that we're doing this topic today because I feel like we're going to shape my table well today.
Absolutely.
Because I don't consider myself a hustler. I'm not about that life, but I still struggle with rest. So
Right.
I'm good, but I'm having one of those days when I've been trying to rest, but I've not done it. So I'm kind of like jumpy and see. But I'm sure as we get into our girly chat, I'm gonna ease up and relax.
Yeah, there's this thing they
Have some
say,
wine.
we're all together alone. So like we're all experiencing the same things. Finally, like,
Just a
which I-
different
yeah, there's nothing beyond that the sun. And I think we can all relate to what you said in one way or the other. There are people that are either workaholics and they just don't know how to rest. Like we're talking about with another girlfriend today, how even when she's physically resting, her mind,
is
you
not
get
resting.
that's
That's
what
my
going on exactly. There are people that feel guilty about rest. Then there are people that
That have negative opinions about resting. Like,
yes,
like
exactly.
if you're resting,
You're
like rest
lazy.
is for the dead. Like it's
I
not
mean,
for
yes,
dead.
girl.
This and that. Like,
It is my aim, it is my goal that we unlearn that. That particular thing she said, dead it. This whole sleep when I'm dead, you rest, you rust.
she was like,
What is that?
That is not a thing. Like,
Ridiculous.
yeah, but
ridiculous.
But just as we were talking about off camera, the real word that we really want to work with today is the need of balance, right?
Balance.
Because that's just what is needed for rest and. Although I want us to talk about the word hustle.
yeah.
That's see
Also,
that's
also,
that's what I want to get into today because I googled some meanings of
yeah,
hustle.
exactly. I did some research to say, I think we say,
The grannies are ready to unpack this. topic.
there was one thing that struck me when I was googling. There was like the romanticization of overwork.
Yep.
That is also
Yeah, to each other.
over just romanticizing overworking, like, oh, I'm working so much, I'm working so hard. And they also say something about neglecting. I've been putting success over wellness, something like that.
Yes,
There's
girl.
something about that.
This
So,
is the
when
Not you already eating everything even before we start.
Let's go.
Like, girl.
I'm here for it.
Yes, these are the
Like,
issues.
women,
These are the issues.
yeah, so sacrificing wellness for success, like we all want to reach our goal. Like I was having a conversation before, like off camera too, and the person was like said, imagine we are cars, right? You can leave the engine of your car on for 24 hours straight,
Exactly.
48 hours straight. You have to turn it off. The engine needs to rest. You need to clean it. You need to oil it. You need to do some things. Like give it its time to be in a state of rest. Let me not go too deep into physics. So let's just remember.
No, but it's true. And the spirit is one because I had the same conversation with another friend, and I think that is like the issue where we, because even the word grind, right? Grind is something that you can definitely associate with a machine. So a lot of times people try to just work like they are machines. Yes, we are. We are like we have so many systems, like even at church.
Okay, yeah.
We were even at church today. We talked about how when you're sleeping, for instance, so much all your systems are even doing are working. Your digestive system,
Yeah, everything is
your heart, you get everything is so much that you are not even in control of. No matter how smart or no matter how whatever you think you are, you don't even know the things that are happening within you. Like there's so much happening. So we truly are like it seems like we're machines, but we're not. We have systems in us, but we are not machines. We need to rest, like she said, and not feel guilty about it. Like rest needs to be something that is not seen as a reward. It's a right. It's like it's something that we are designed to do. You can't
Like that.
yeah, rest is not a reward.
No,
it's
no.
a right. It's exactly. I'm aware that on a t-shirt.
Taking from what you said, like
Said
talking
I
about
was somewhere.
systems. Like if you're going to picture everything about systems now, like when you are asleep and a couple things are happening, there's some things that need to happen in your body when you are in a state of rest.
That's
And
right.
if you are not resting, those things cannot happen. Therefore, you're having side effects, mood swings, you're having depressive
Depression.
episodes, you're having fatigue, not fatigue, rather
Exhaustion, yeah.
exhaustion to an extent. But that's because you're not sleeping enough. And if you're taking that time out and sleep, I don't want to put rest at just sleeping because it's
Exactly.
way deeper than that. There are
Exactly.
other things. So there's something called deep play. Like when you are so immersed in something that it's not work, it's just maybe like in a gardening or painting or for you guys now making music.
Yes.
Like when you get immense, like inside you're in your zone per se, like nothing much. Someone that is a mountain climber and is also a broker and he's done his whole week of craziness in the office and
Yes.
he goes to do that mountain climbing. He's not trying to reach any feat, he's not trying to conquer any account right now. He just wants to climb the mountain and feel present and be in that moment. That is also a form of rest. That is him resting in some kind of way. So we should not just say that rest is just sleep. It's just I just want to sleep. No, it's deeper than that. The little things you do that you enjoy. It could be read
Yes.
it can be like watching movies. It can be reading your books. It can just be lounging about and snacking. It's still rest as far as your mind is present in that time. It's not like you're not away. You are not away. You are in that moment where that's 30 minutes or 15 minutes of I just want to rest. The part of my day when I wake up really early because I have to prep everything for the bakery and it gets crazy till about 3 p.m. And between 3 p.m. to 4:30, if I don't sleep, I can't carry on from 5 till 10
I
p.m.
love it.
It's impossible. It's impossible. I have tried. Like I have to get that
that's
one
when
hour
you like
30 minutes.
just give
Yeah.
yourself
And did you have to learn this the hard way?
The
You did,
hard way,
right?
yes. Because in as much as when I neglected it, I just want to do the work. I will end up not doing the work the way I want to do because I'm either watching or I'm exhausted and it will not come out the way I wanted. And I didn't arrested and I still came back to the work. I'll say I've gotten it done
Exactly.
and it will not have been bad, but now it's bad and I have to redo it again. So what's the point?
Okay, so can we talk about the word hustle? Because when we first thought of this topic, I thought it would be very interesting because I want to come from the angle of scattering the table of hustle. Yeah, because people say hustle like
Go
it's
ahead.
this brilliant thing. Oh, I'm a hustler. Oh, I'm hustling for my bread. I'm hustle this, that. And it's like I don't blame them because culture, the rap songs, all these things that we do and
What's
listen
what
to
the
glorified this word. But when you go back to the origin of the word hustle, it's not so pretty. And I have some definitions. All right, the first one here. This is hustle as a verb. It's push roughly, jostle. Yeah,
All you fans of stuff like it's not giving.
push roughly?
push roughly. Okay, then as a noun, we have a state of great activity, and I know that's where many of the
Yes.
pro hustle
The energy is
people.
coming.
That's
Yes.
the table they want to die on. Oh, we're always active, we're always busy, we're always on the
Productivity.
move. Okay, then you also
That
have
word.
you also have like the extreme ends of the meaning of the word hustle, which is like to cheat people, to swindle people.
Yeah.
All in all, it's not giving chance. It's not the best word. But let's keep going. Hustle, to gamble or to promote when the odds. See, this one is gambling. This one again says to proceed or work rapidly or energetically. That one
Energy
they
needs to be there.
you get that one day, like there's nothing wrong with working hurriedly or rapidly or energetically. But like we were just saying now, balance. Because when
Yes.
you overdo it, you will wound. Absolutely. Because like we rightly just said, our bodies are not machines. And even if they were machines, machines need time to shut down,
Reboot.
To be at their
reboot,
optimal
rest,
performance
and then you
level.
put it on again. So
Maintenance.
same,
basically.
yeah, same with our bodies.
Maintenance,
Same with our bodies. And it's like if you are all about hustle, what another thing hustle means is to obtain by force.
Mm.
And that stressed me out so much because I'm a big believer in what is for me is for me. I don't I broke out of that mindset of I have to be all
When I
over
was
the
much
place.
younger, I used to have
Yes,
that.
I have to
Yes.
be on top of everything,
It's
doing
like
everything,
it's like
trying everything to make it
20,
in
like,
life. Yeah, no, but that's what is that's what is
the
called
culture.
drive.
so brands.
That is
What
what
programs
is
like that?
programmed into our mind. Even the way the school system works, you do one class, you have about maybe a 5 minute break, you're on to the next. We're learning like 9 or 10 subjects. During an exam, everyone is like the tension, and it's almost as if people thrive on operating this way.
Yes.
But then on the flip side, how many of us are really happy? How many hustlers are at peace? All of you that are carrying hustling on your head, how's your like health? How you doing?
This thing you just said
I
reminded
know.
me of Bob and Abishola because I remember when she was like, when it was like, I just want to be happy, and she was like, ew, such an American thing to. Who cares about being happy? You must walk. And it's like,
Have you seen
it's
that?
like if you see that show, it is wild. But like it is truly toxic.
We Nigerians
Also, it's your
have
How
been
much,
Nigerian
like you
stereotyped
said, it's glorified.
as people that
Book
just
them busy.
are always
Nigerian,
People that are
like,
always
if you
on
are
something.
not hustling, guys, you
Yeah.
are like everybody giving you this look like you just a waste your life. Like, what is this one doing? What are you about? Like, you're not in the streets. You're not moving about. Like, what your mates are doing this.
And the main issue I have again with this hustling thing is that because like they said, the mentality of hustle means it's by force. So some people, you've heard it, get rich or die trying. What's
Sure.
that?
I'm 50
What
Cent.
is that?
I'm not 50
We're not
Cent.
supposed to die trying to get rich. Come on, guys. We're not
Basically,
supposed to work
neglecting
ourselves
wellness
to the
for
bone.
success.
Yeah.
You're neglecting. I don't know.
It's been normalized that you should literally kill yourself
Yeah, they
in
say
quest
that's
to
the
make
only way
money.
you can
And
make
then what's the
money.
other one? They say if you don't get money, hide your face. No
food for lazy
no
man.
food for lazy
Yeah,
man. That
yeah,
is
yeah,
true.
Yes.
We're not here
that's
to
what
glorify
she
laziness
says.
in any way, but the point is like this toxic belief that you need to work yourself like a dog
Overwork
to be
yourself.
successful is what we're here to address today. And
Talk about it.
the reason we are using the word rest is because, on the contrary, like you were saying, the way people see rest, we also need to change that concept. Rest is not laziness. Rest is not a bad thing. Rest is not a reward after you've killed yourself.
Yep.
Do you get like even our work weeks,
Yeah.
5 days
But we
working,
unconsciously
then
do
2
that.
days weekend. So it's like okay, you guys are supposed to almost kill yourself throughout the week.
Yeah.
But then you just get this little sliver. And how many people really rest on their Saturdays and Sundays? If you're someone that has a household, laundry,
this, that,
Yeah,
going
that's
to the
not when-
market, cooking. So it's like when is resting actually happening?
I think truly I really like Morgan said that thing about deep play, and that's what I even try to do every single day. Find pockets in your day. Just have like let's be someone that works from a place of ease. Do you get? Because those two things might sound
I try to
contradictory.
put myself
Yes,
in
like
this bed.
work-
See that bed
Work
is
work from a place of ease. Don't work as if you are assistant God, you are the provider of like
even if it's your
the
company,
entire like exactly.
even if it's your company,
Because
like,
these are the things that make people burn out. And like you said, with your own routine, how you learn the hard way, this is the issue, right? With working yourself to the bone.
Yep.
If you're those kinds of, we read this something type A personalities, very, very obsessed with productivity. You just need that, like basically, if you're not being productive in quotes, if you're not working, you feel less than, you don't feel achieved and accomplished. If you're those kinds of people, the problem still is that if you don't take a break, like intentionally, your body will take it for you. So it's honestly like your body will
and if you
literally
take it in a very aggressive
Very,
way.
if you're being so aggressive, if you're being so aggressive in your hustle, your body will be aggressive with it shut down. It's like exactly the way laptops are, like when your battery's like
Frustrating.
your laptop battery or your phone battery is really low and you're still pressing phone and nothing, then it just exactly then it just goes off itself. My phone even does that now, literally. If that ever happens and I don't shut my phone like off and it shuts down itself, it can take it a minute before it comes back on. And that's the way we are sometimes because literally that's how come people are burning out,
Yeah.
people are suicidal, people are their brains are fried, literally. And that's why, like you said, depending on the kind of activity and work you do, you definitely need that counter. You need to you need that like counterpoint of something that's like she said I found really interesting that you can be present, like you're at ease while doing it. So like for instance, I remember when I was in school, like a lot of like medical students, funny enough, they used to pick up an instrument, and it wasn't like she said to become the next Beethoven or become this virtuoso pianist. It was just to actually de-stress and find somewhere else to channel the stress from med school. Do you get? Because we literally God Himself took a break. He took the Sabbath. So like,
Even God
if
rested
God can
on
rest,
the
then
seventh day.
why do we feel? Why do we feel like if we rest, then it means that we are not as hardworking as
We are left behind. There's this
Yes,
guilt that comes.
that.
Oh my god, these few days I took out. Oh, I have to catch up. I have to meet up. The things I've not done. This person has gone
Exactly.
further. I have not done. Like, Charlie,
Yeah.
chill. It's not that. It's like, chill, calm down. Like, I used to be that way. Like,
Yeah.
I would just take a few. Like this, when I have this work overload, some weekends that
Yes.
can be crazy, like from Thursday to Sunday, I'm working. My day off is Mondays. Like I don't work on Mondays. Like there's nothing anybody's going to tell me. Like it does not matter the whatever pastry you want. I don't work on Mondays.
I love
I,
it.
I don't work. Like it's literally my rest day. Is for me it's the best day to rest. Like Saturday, Sundays is calm. Like
Okay, by the way, I want to ask you an interesting question. This thing that you said, right? So, if someone offers you money,
I know.
wait. Let me shake your table and catch you and see if you really mean this. If someone offers you triple
Mm.
of the money you would make the whole week working for one day,
To make
would
the
you
amount of one day.
would you or would you not take it on?
It depends on what they order, right?
I thought you said ain't no pastry to work.
Because
You have been called.
in as much I may consider it, but I need to be sincere. I'm human. I'll consider it, but I also know that I cannot give them that day. I can't give them that day. I will still take the day.
Yes.
I will still take the ball because I know I need the rest to work on whatever it is they're asking me to do.
Yeah.
If not, I would flop it. I
And that's
know
bad for
exactly.
business.
So just telling them, I sometimes I have customers, this has happened to me, and I'll explain. I'm like, I can't make this right now. If you place the order right now, I can't make it right because I also have to prep. It's not just that I'm resting anything. I'm also prepping for the week. I'm
Yes.
also going to get groceries. But all these things I'm not taking it as work. I'm taking it as time for me to be present for my bakery, for my
Recharge.
business, right? So all those the shopping is also mind easing for me, like going to pick up groceries and is I don't know, it's calming somehow.
Shopping where exactly?
Shopping like going
Tita
to
relates.
the grocery store, like it's something for me because
No,
Sorry,
like
find
market
the-
no,
shop.
not the market.
Because
No, not the market.
I feel like
Going to the grocery store
what
to pick up
superpower is this?
the market. I have to plan it. I have to I have to prepare my mind. Okay, I'm going to the market.
Seriously,
this day.
prepare your mind.
This is
bruh.
the day.
You get
So
why?
until I do for market, I don't go to market alone because I buy everything in bulk. So it's just the little things I just need to go get for the week. I go to the store for, and that's exciting because days like this Sunday, now I'm excited. After I'll go to grocery store and go and shop because it's not an addiction. It's just it's just something.
But funny enough, the way you said Monday is your day, that is Sundays for me. Like Sabbath, like I don't want to work. I'm not going to work on a Sunday. I don't respond to anything work related on a Sunday. Like I mean, come on, that's like one day
But
that
this is like
everyone-
Monday is like the day. This is not the beginning of the week. Don't get it wrong. Monday is the day that should have been for. It's literally Moon Day. Like there's not a lot of the moon is where we have our emotions, our calmness, everything. That Moon Day. I tell people that there's not a lot of focus. You cannot focus on a lot of things on Monday, not as much as you want to.
ironic that it's like the world work day.
Yes, but there's not a lot of work. It is statistically speaking now.
Mhm.
Tuesdays and Thursdays have the most like productivity.
Yes, sir.
Mondays they are not a lot because people are recovering from
On the weekend, and then Thursday, people are trying to really ginger
Yes.
for the weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So now Tuesday now it's just like okay we are up now and it's just tomorrow so energy is already on the go for you. But with the moon for Monday it's literally calm, just be calm. So that's why Mondays are my rest days. My customers, I hope you guys watch this and find out.
Okay, so can I ask what? Can you just share briefly what it was like before you started prioritizing your rest? Because, like you said, you learned the hard way. So, like, what happened? How was the? Was it? Did you
Feel
burn
sick.
out? Did you get okay? Just tell us about it.
I have this stomach condition and when I find myself overworking, I tend not to eat. So when I don't eat or when I eat late or I don't eat properly
Yeah.
over time, my body just starts like it doesn't even give warning. Like I can just be sleeping and I wake up in the morning and I have mumps all over my face like I'm already swelling, I'm having reactions. That's because my insides are like, girl, you have to calm down.
You have to
You need to rest. You need to take time. And you are neglecting us. We are not sleeping properly. We are not. Maybe my mind is racing, or maybe I have something I'm like a milestone I'm trying to reach, and I'm just overexerting myself. on
yeah.
it. And my body will just literally say, you know what, girl,
Girl, bye.
we are not doing it.
Wow.
We are not doing it. And there's nothing you can do at that point.
Yeah.
We are not in, and now you're finding yourself all the money and everything you've been making as if you're finding yourself using it to treat yourself now at a state of breakdown because you could have rested. You could have rested. You could have gone to have ice cream. You could have gone. You could have gone for a walk. You could have gone to the massage parlor. You could have done all these things. You could have gone for a little pedicure or
Money, maintenance.
or something. But no. You decided to walk and overkill yourself. So the body is okay. Let us die. Let us be down. Let us be down. Since this is where we want to be, let's be here. So and I 2 weeks. I'll be
Out.
exactly.
No.
I'm in bed now.
And the money that you were struggling for, you
Exactly.
didn't get it.
Exactly. So what is the point? 2 plus 2 is not.
It's not the math isn't mathing.
So I had to like okay, girl. That's week for my daily routine. The ones for 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. I need to rest. Then generally the whole week I need to rest, and I do not mess with my food. I know I'm a chef, and you guys say, hey, chef, you're not supposed to be saying you're not eating. Do you know how it is for you to make food and you're just looking at the food? Because all the aromas have already done everything to you, so you're just there. I know that's a struggle. My mom complains a lot. She is the one thing that she's like, you have to change because you're not doing your belly good. You are not doing your system good. And so food, sleeping, resting, doing the things I like to do. Go down and go and meet my plant babies sometimes. Although most of them they're cacti, so they always prickle, but it's cool. So
Also like gardening,
Yes.
and then spending time with your dogs,
mhm.
culinary therapy because me,
I can't cook.
yeah.
So that's when I was saying, okay, today we make pasta day. Let's make something from the scratch. We can make turkey. We can make chicken. Like, I want to experiment. I want
Yes.
to just
And play the time and
yes,
present.
just be there. The other day I made. I was trying to make Alfredo for my sisters, and I was out of cooking milk, cooking cream, and it was about to start stressing me out and bothering me. And I'm like, wait, milk and butter together will give me the solution to my problem, right? So when I did that, it made me feel good. I felt so good, guys.
Simple
Like,
things.
yes, I felt really, really good. And it was in the moment, it was in the time of when I'm doing my distressing or my rest period. So I was like, oh, this whole self-care day is giving, everything is happening right, and the food is going well, and do you understand?
Yes.
So I'm taking priority for this in the food, the feeding, the resting, and just being present because the breakdown period is really bad, and I do
Yeah.
not like getting there. I really don't like
You
getting
should
there.
not get there.
I don't like. It's a dark place for me because when I sick, I am really sick. Like
Yeah.
I'm also hospitalized sick. Like
Mhm.
I'm really really sick. So I try not to get there
Yeah.
because I can't put my mom through.
Yeah, though it's really inconvenient, obviously, I can imagine. And even you saying it escalates even to the hospital. But I low-key wish that all our bodies got as dramatic as yours did. Because I feel like, because yeah, no, Shara and I were reading something on burnout like some days ago. And the problem is that a lot of people, because the signs are not that like loud in quotes, even when
Yeah.
their
They're
body
running
is
out.
sending them those in quote unquote subtle signals, they ignore it until they have finally broken down. Some people it's even as intense as a heart attack. They're working all their lives and then one day they
Yeah.
just have a heart attack or slump or something because they weren't
See that
listening
slump
to all the
in my
signs.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah, so like it is obviously no walk in the park to like go down that path, but I actually wish that sometimes our bodies could
I
literally
think everybody's body does the breakdown thing differently.
yeah it does.
Differently, like I don't know. My sister, she doesn't fall sick, but I call it mad. She is like
Like a manic episode.
yeah, like she's not because she has over focused or put her energy in so many things and she's not rested. She's not all over the place. She's not doing anything. She thinks she's doing a lot of things, but she's not doing anything at all. And
That's an awkward, yeah.
I'm like, Charlie, you need to calm down. Nothing is happening. You are not doing
Nothing is
anything.
happening yet, so much is happening.
Do you understand? You are putting so much.
And somebody
That's
say
it.
busyness is in progress, and that's another thing we need to talk about.
Business is not productivity. Something
Thank
like
you.
that.
Busyness is not productivity. Or
And people think they're the
progress.
one and the same.
Yeah, because there are people that leave their house early and they're all over the whole place, and it seems like oh, this person is
Getting the shit
is
done.
hustling, they're on the
Yes.
hustle, they're on the move. But when they come back home and you see them and ask them, Alpha, nothing happened. They were just going from A to B, B to
The
C.
offer moment you're going so
Yeah.
gingerly and so fast in the wrong direction,
Is
and
it
you're not achieving
like
anything.
is it a vector quantity or a scalar quantity? And I can't remember which one. I know vector goes with direction and scalar without direction. So you just be going everywhere, like and you feel like you're not getting anything done. And
You're exerting yourself.
I mean, no, it's because that I feel like it's because of the not insecurity, because of the guilt trip from resting. That's why people do that. Like, how would I rest? I want to make $100 million. How would I rest? How would I?
In the words of Burner, Dangote, they find money.
Why me? I know the
Do you
final.
understand?
You get
Yes.
it? So it's like, oh, until we blow, we must do the most. We will not let ourselves have peace until we get this money. That's for me. That for me is the main toxic thing about hustling. Because I'm just like I love what you said, working from a place of
Yes.
peace. And for me, it really changed for me when I remembered that there's a way the Bible puts it, but it says like you sow the seed, but it is God that like waters it
Yeah.
and allows it to
grow,
harvest.
germinate.
Because we know people that are such hard workers, but they don't have money still. You get?
Yes.
We know people that
Hard work, not
that
smart.
hard work wants to kill them, but
Yeah.
it has not yielded
Translated
better
to-
thing in their life.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, we know those people who just operate. It's not as if they are lying down in bed. Like I said before, we're not endorsing laziness. They are working quite alright, but they are doing it from a place of doing your best and leaving the rest for whether some people call it universe. Me, I don't believe in that thing. And please let me say here now, I don't believe in that. No facts, because no, did I check your table? Look at that, look at that. So let me tell it to the people and to you too. The reason I don't believe in universe because the universe is created the same way we are created. So I would rather just ascribe the power and the what do you call it, accolades to the creator than to something that he created. You get? The universe does whatever it is doing because the creator of the universe told it to. Do you get? So not to deviate, but the point is that I just feel like at the end of the day, the way we should approach work is yes, work hard, work smart, give something your best because going back to the creator again, we are not created by a God of mediocrity. God is a God of excellence. So since he created us in his image, we too we should be people of excellence. Give whatever you're doing your best. But what you said is what is key. Work from a place of ease, knowing that as you've done your best, not as you've pushed yourself to your limit, and even at that your limit, you're still trying to push and break till you burn out. No,
there's no limit.
exactly.
I am limitless. I'm this.
Work from a place of ease and allow the creator to do the rest because the Bible says
there's a
if
Bible
God
verse for
It's
this.
very
I'm
if God
trying
will
to
feed
remember.
the birds and clothe the
And they don't toil and also like we do.
then how much more
Exactly.
us?
I'm sure.
Everything that we need, and I'm talking about needs here, not wants, because that's another table that you guys need to reason. Many people are losing their peace and killing themselves because of things that they want, but not things that you necessarily need.
Facts. You get
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I saw somewhere they said
Wants driven instead of needs driven.
I saw somewhere said as long as you have food to eat, a roof over your head, and clothes to wear, you are more fortunate than I can't remember the number, but most of the population. And if you have these three things and you're gainfully employed or you're running a business, you're not like someone who's idle and is just moving about
I
anyhow.
also think it's also the need of becoming that also causes us to enter this also cultural person. Like for example,
But becoming what?
For example, we go to school, we're done with school, we start our careers now. You're starting this whole new business or corporate work, and there are ladders you have to climb, there are promotions you have to get to, there are things you have to do, you have to put yourself out there, you have to, make them know that you're valuable in your company. All these things is also to become the woman we have in our head or the person we have in our head, like this comfortable person, this stable person, this person that is able to, do adulting properly in a way that when somebody this is
and most of the time, like you said, it comes from a place of wanting to prove a point to people.
Yes.
Do you get? Because and as far as I'm concerned, that's the way I see it. And like you said, it was something that when I depended more on myself and the way people saw me, I fell into that hustle culture. But now that I'm older and wiser, thank God, I'm just now in a place where number one, I know that truly and really I'm not my provider.
Yeah.
Because that's another issue. When you feel like it's all up to you, when you feel like literally you're carrying the burden of your family and that who you are going to become and outdoing that person. These are the issues.
Cast your cares. It wasn't joking.
No, it wasn't
joking.
Come ye who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. God said that for a reason.
I will give you rest.
And he leads us beside still waters, refreshes us, renews us. You have to let him go, but that's what he does, you get. And when you got into that place where you, where you are,
And the most popular one that many people know, the Lord is my shepherd.
yeah,
The whole point of that song is that God is the shepherd and we are sheep. So you see, with sheep, do sheep have to go around scouting and looking for where the grass is green? The shepherd will lead them. And it says,
They just know
that
that
he eats. It says he makes me lie down in green pastures. Not he makes me work and toil the field in green pastures so that I can now bloom.
it makes me struggle and hustle hard
It
so
says
that I
he
can
leads me
become.
beside still waters. Not he leads me beside the hustle and bustle of my city so that I can wound myself struggling to become the next big boy or big girl in town.
But
In this case,
How
big sheep.
easy do you think it is for us to just cast it all? Like,
That's
just
my part.
release it. Like, we are old and I've gotten to this stage where we understand, we can't do this thing without God, though. We can't actually we can't, because now it's God has given us our handouts, our whatever. But when we were much younger, we didn't have this thought process. We just wanted to work and
And we
show
thought
the
that
fruit
that
of
was-
the labor.
I get you. And another sad thing, which funny enough, one of the ways that I stay calm and I make sure that I work from a place of rest is having a childlike approach to life, because that is why it's actually it is of course easier for us to it's of course easier for us to not do this striving, becoming adulting when we are children, when we're younger, when we have less responsibility. But naturally and culturally, when you get older, it's like nobody owes you
From
anything.
swing.
You're on your own.
You have to make your own.
Exactly, you have to make your own money. So that tendency to now feel like it's all up to you.
It's
You
precious.
get, that pressure now comes. But me, I just personally, it is about contentment and trust. That childlike trust
you
of
so much.
knowing that it is
It's going to
God
get
that
done.
provides for me.
Yeah.
Yes, that doesn't give me a license to lie my ass in bed all day and be lazy. But that definitely can make me realize that yes, I will put in the work, I will work, but when I need to rest, I will rest because I'm still being provided for.
I will
even
work
when I'm
when
resting.
it is whatever time it is for you and whatever type of industry. When it's
Exactly.
so time, I will log off.
Mm.
I will turn off that phone. I will field business calls and emails till the next work day. Do you get?
Yes.
And for us, people like us who are entrepreneurs and we don't have the classic 9 to 5,
Yes.
the tendency to be working 24/7 is
Is
So high.
so
25
days.
days, there's anything like that.
Guys, you
literally
can't
need to
stop
check
yourself. Do you know nobody has a lead over you, and you now you don't have the boundary for yourself? There's something like
And you
that.
feel
create
the pressure
those
more because you don't
gotta
have
create.
you don't
It
have
was,
the security of a monthly salary. So you feel the pressure
Exactly.
more
Oh my
like, oh my
God,
god,
see, you
I
are
have
eating
to,
it.
I have to. If I don't
Oh my
work on
God,
this
I'm
thing
going to
till
survive
12
next
a.m.,
month.
will I be able to eat? Yes. And why? Because he provides.
Period.
And that is where you should always allow yourself the right to rest from that mindset that whether I'm working myself to the bone or whether I take a nap, whether I pick up this book and read for an hour, whether I go swimming and not answer calls for the day,
Yes.
Jehovah Jireh will provide.
That's
And
right.
I'm gonna be all right even if I rest.
There's a
Don't
covenant.
kill
If your trust is in little brooks that dry up, you'll always be pressed.
And I love
always
always
be
about
scampering and
contentment.
But yeah, when you know that your source is ever flowing, you are taken care of. It is not about literally what you are doing all the time, but indeed sometimes you can be and you're still blessed. Because people have a hard time just being, like she said, present. People just have a hard time, and especially in this part of the world, sadly, yes, where things like our economy, our like what's the word I want to use, the lifestyle, it's hard. It's like a lot of Nigerians, for instance, are living below the poverty line normally. Yeah, so there's just that extra pressure to do more, multiple streams of income, this, that. I have to have so many things
I'll
balancing.
sleep when I'm dead.
I sleep, and it's like when I actually looked up the word bustle, I was so sad. Like when I checked,
When you showed it
when
to
I
me, I was like,
when I looked at some of the synonyms of the word bustle, I was like, oh, too bad. And this is something that we all glorify. Hustle and bustle. But
Those are people glorify Lagos so much. You need to be in
and
Lagos.
Lagosians are some of
Center of
Lagos.
the
Let's not go shake the Lagos table.
Please,
Lagosians are some of the saddest, angriest, most on edge people, most insecure people, most pressurized people. It's actually very sad, really, really. But they think that because we live in such a
Lagos is a
capitalist,
It's a pressure pot. They're just
a melting pressure, but they are
boiling.
boiling.
Do you understand? I wanted to say something.
Bubbling
Which
over
one
with
made them now come back?
bubbling over with
And remind us that
anxiety.
Abuja people don't know how to walk.
Bubbling
And
over
all
with
of us are
anxiety
being
and
like
excitement.
Work smart. See, I want to talk about the part where we also use also as a form of escapism. Like, like we are like
Shut that table, man. Stop.
we don't want we don't want to face things. Maybe we're having personal issues, a lot of personal family issues, relationship issues, even
Wait, is the table still steady?
We're done.
Shaking a little vigorously.
I do not want to face this right now. I can't look at this right now, so I'm at work. I'm gonna go to the office. I'm gonna do my job. Your wife is at home, she's not getting attention, but I'm at work. Your kids are home, they're not getting attention. I'm at work. I want to do this. Nothing is getting any attention you need in your life, but you must work. You're just you're escaping inside work, leaving, neglecting the grooming of your family, neglecting the grooming of your own self, neglecting your relationships, neglecting relationships and friendships, and also your family time. There's some people, I always say maybe because they have demons, traumas, things they're trying to run from. But girl, how far are you going to run? How far are you going to run? When are you going to say, okay, is it no? And do you know the funny thing that when you actually now break down the thing you're running for will catch up, it will catch up now. It will meet you there. And by the time it's holding you down, you have nowhere to go. You have to face it now. But now you're facing it with either sickness or tiredness or just not completely as you should have faced it before. But now you're not being forced to do it because you're trying to escape. It's like building a prison for yourself, putting walls around for yourself. And like, okay, I'm just cool inside here. Somebody will come and knock. Auntie, is anything happening here? Nothing, no, we are fine inside this place we are. But you are dying. Everything is eating you up inside. You know that okay, have you seen Soul? It's an animation.
My guy, I have seen it, and I'm still trying to recover from how shook.
You see that part,
was
you see
so
that part,
good.
that guy that was in the office, that when the soul finally got inside and realized, what am I doing with my life? I've been here. People get to that realization so that because we have put ourselves, we have immersed ourselves, we are literally turned to those dark, worried souls, just roaming about, lost. You are just there, and one day when if it takes grace, like some people are so lost, it takes grace for you to say, okay, I'm going to come out from this thing. I've dug myself into a hole. Realize I've dug myself inside. I need to come out. I need to find love. I need to find connection again. I need to face everything head on. The things I pushed away is still there for me. So what are you going to do?
Marga, we need to send you flowers after this dark episode because wow.
As our people say, church abasa, because I don't know what again we're now coming to, but like, wow, girl, the way you just tied it all
It's had that awkward bow of
It was
truth.
like escaping. We're always. I had a dad that did that. Like it was basically escaping work.
So you escape rest to hustle because you haven't dealt with things you need to do. That's that.
It's funny. The other day I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was like, "How are you? How have you been?" And she was like, "Oh, mom, like life is just lifing, and things are crazy. But at least I'm distracting myself with work. I have like 3 jobs. Do you get?" And that's what I was thinking of as you were saying everything you were saying. because honestly,
Distracting myself.
yes,
That word
anytime
distract
I've actually
somebody.
noticed it
She
even
just
in
said
myself.
distraction.
I've noticed it in myself when I have something going on emotionally, psychologically, mentally, and I'm not yet ready to deal with it. I busy myself. I even remember that morning that our dad, like, because he had a heart attack like a few days, and again why too much hustle. Our dad didn't have to sit down somewhere and rest, but like he had a heart attack and he didn't know it was a heart attack, so he got up and still carried on for almost a week before his like system started to shut down. So I remember that very morning that it was now obvious that no, this guy is not okay and we have to rush him to the hospital. When my mom came to wake us up and she was like, something's wrong with your dad, come girls. And we came to the parlor and I saw my dad, and even me as I looked at him, I was like, oh mom, it don't cast. Whatever is going on, it don't cast. Sha. But the panic, the freaking out, the feeling so helpless because it was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So my mom had called our pastor then, and he had come to the house with his wife, and they were now taking my dad to the hospital. But my mom was like, "Oh, two of you should chill, and we'll call you when we get to the hospital." So in that like little moment of feeling so helpless about the situation, do you know what your girl did? I started cleaning the table at 2 a.m. Like I literally carried a rag, and I was just there like, "Oh, let me tidy up the table." Do you get? And it's like this is what we do. We busy ourselves with so many things. We take on so many projects, so many different jobs. We're
When
doing
you
this
when
and
you
doing
break
this
when
just
you
because we don't want to deal with a certain pain or a certain awkwardness in our lives at the moment.
Well, this episode got real.
So what is it that when is it that when you're done with when you're literally mending a heartbreak or dealing with a heartbreak, that's when you want to work. That's when you're back on your grind. That's when you are, oh, I gotta work because girl,
I think the
Face
summary
it.
of everything we've said is
face
that
it.
the awkwardness is that hustle actually comes from a place of you not being so good, and instead of knowing how to deal with that, you just decide to work yourself crazy,
Overwork.
like
Yeah,
overwork
yeah.
yourself.
And I think literally that's why it's like versus, because they're literally on the opposite spectrum, right? And like all the things Morgan was saying, a lot of people, a lot of us hustle so much because we don't have rest. We can't rest.
We don't have
we don't have inner
rest.
rest, inner peace. Even when you're sleeping, for instance, or even when you're trying to rest, you can't. And then sometimes you now give it to hustling because you're like, yeah, at least let me just
Yeah.
distract myself.
Since I cannot rest, let me use this one to hold body at least.
Well, guys, you've heard it all. I think it's safe to say we've done justice, at least for the purposes of this podcast. I mean, this is a conversation that could not end if we
You could
did
go
not-
on for
Don't tell people to overrest.
yeah.
But
Exactly. Yeah. The point is just that, like, work hard, but be mindful of rest. Be mindful of not putting yourself in that headspace where you are using work to compensate for something. Like B said, contentment. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. I know right now we're in that like
stage in our
our,
life.
our culture promotes like, oh, having the best phone, having the best car. But even if your car is just a rickety little thing that takes you from A to B, be grateful. At least you're still driving a car. There are people that are working under the hot sun day in, day out, and they'll do anything to have that in your car. But meanwhile, you want to kill yourself because you want the latest Benz or something. And then even like also, like you said, trust. We just need to trust in the source that is higher than we are, that we will be taken care of. And me, another thing I actually do is if I work hard and plan for and try to get something and it doesn't happen, I leave it alone. Because I take it as God telling me that I don't want this thing for you, whether ever or even now in this moment. And funny enough, every time I lean back, those things that I really wanted, they come. But when I'm like, ooh, I must do everything I can to make sure this thing happens. I want to travel,
want to be
this
in
summer.
control.
So until I raise the money for my ticket, I won't have peace. Like, no, just relax. Let's just trust God. Let's be content with what we have, and let's stop running away from our problems with work.
My takeaway is give yourselves grace, guys, because
some of us may need to unlearn this whole I don't have time, because the power of thoughts, right? Whatever you believe is going to be your reality. If you feel like you don't have time, you don't have time. If you believe that you do have time, guess what? You do have time. By God's grace, be positive. There is this obsession, Forbes 30 under 30. No, some of us may make it later in life. Some of us might need to
But
give
it's
ourselves
coming-
grace,
it's
time,
coming
and
to
rest.
this-
It's coming together
It's going to be
still.
like acceptance of this thing.
Exactly.
How
And,
do
and,
you-
and it's
how
just
do
giving
you
yourself
accept?
grace, guys, please, because every comparison is the thief of joy. Everyone's race is not the same. Like a lot of people also keep on saying, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So this microwavable, everybody wants everything so fast generation. It's what is killing us. It is what is making us glorify hustling so much and feel like we're not deserving of rest until we've gotten all those things. And the point is that when you don't get all those things, you're unhappy, you're not enjoying the ride, because the journey is the destination. We have arrived already if you feel that way. But if you just feel like, no, until I maybe get married, until I have $1 million in my account, until I'm driving a particular car, then I haven't arrived in life, then you're just going to keep on letting all
It
the
is sad.
honestly, you're going to keep on letting all the wrong
It's
things
sad.
motivate and drive you to
Period.
burnout.
So, and we'll just leave you guys with one of our favorite verses, which was mentioned earlier. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still water. We wish you guys a greater awareness of the green pastures and still waters that are available to you.
Which I trust.
In the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Really
And
not
And
on your
I think
understanding.
with that we can sign out of Self Care Sunday.
yes,
So
guys,
far.
thanks, Marks. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm already finding it
good time.
funny watching this back, because when you were spitting in those moments, I was so shook.
I know, right?
But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us on another Self Care Sunday. And as always, take care, beloveds. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.